Good morning, all of you. The topic name is the techniques of risk financing. First, these are the content which we will further study relating to this concept. First, meaning, techniques, risk retention, the meaning of risk retention, advantages and disadvantages. The next topic is captive insurance company. In this topic, we study about the meaning, types, advantages and disadvantages. First, what is the meaning of risk financing? Risk financing is determination of how an organization will pay the loss even in the most effective and least costly way possible. For example, if every organization face so many losses in the organization, but he already decide in what way he or she can cover the loss and prevent from the loss events. Next, risk retention. Retention is an important method of handling risk. It means an individual or a business firm retains all or part of a given risk. Risk retention is a viable strategy for small risk where the cost of insuring against the risk would be greater than the total losses suffered. Means we already save a money in a different account. When we have to face any kind of losses, then that money we can use to cover the loss. In this way, we can retain a loss in the organization and we can save from this particular issue. Next, retention can either be active or passive. Active means we already know about the what kind of situation and what kind of problem we have to face. And so we already have a solution or finance. We already see from the different account that we can use that money and we can cover expected loss which we know. Another one is passive loss. Passive retention means we don't know about the risk. Sometimes some risk is unpredictable, so we can't analyze this kind of problem we have to face in the business. So that is active retention. Next, there are some advantages of retention. First is helpful in saving money. Every organization can save a money in the long run in the if its actual losses are less, and then the loss component in the insurance premium. Every organization saves some money if they face any kind of problem, and that money they can be used and and it may be helpful for the any situation for the any kind of problem. Second one is lower cost. The services provided by the insurer may be provided by a firm at a lower cost, no matter whatever insurance provide to the client. So insurance have a less cost as compared to the another thing. Some expenses in this way, our expenses will be reduced. Your expenses will be reduced. Loss adjustment expenses will be reduced. General administrative expenses will reduce. Commissions and brokerage fees, loss control expenses, taxes, fees, and the insurance profits will be generated. So, in this way, we have a numerous benefits of risk retention. Then loss prevention is encouraged. Means because the exposure is retained. Our main motive we have to retain some money to cover that loss. So there may be greater incentive for, for loss prevention. With that money or with that incentive, we can prevent from any kind of loss to the organization. Next one is increased cash flow. Cash flow may be increased because the firm can use the funds that would be paid to the insurer at the beginning of the policy period. When anyone client take a policy from any type of organization, a client will be do some kind of policy. It may be in installment, it may be monthly, quarterly, and yearly. So in this way, they can collect huge funds, and that fund may be used by the organization in a difficult situation. Next one, less disputes. Disputes in claim settlement are considerably reduced when turn loss exposure. Sometimes, if anyone clients regarding disputes regarding if they want to take any claim regarding any issue, so that will be considered reduced when the company is already going in negative side. There are some disadvantages of risk retention. First, higher losses. Basically, the losses retained by the firm may be greater than the allowance in the insurance premium, so that is saved by not purchasing the insurance. No doubt, sometimes we have to save money for the loss, but that money may be less. For example, if we have a loss around 50,000, we have to save only 20,000. So means we need to extra money to cover that loss. So it is sometimes due unexpectedly we face huge losses. We can't cover that losses because company doesn't have huge funds. Second point is higher expenses. Expenses may actually be higher because sometimes we hire experts, we hire engineers, so they may the company pay high wages to these kind of to the expert because basically they are more knowledgeable, experienced, but they know how to handle the difficult problems. Next, possible higher taxes. Income taxes may also be higher because the premium paid to insurer are immediately income tax deductible. Now you know if we want to buy anything from everything, the client will pay taxes, and even the big organization also pay taxes. So when we start any kind of company or any kind of business, we pay higher taxes to the government. Next, accurate predictions are not always possible. Whatever we have to predict, maybe that problem may occur in the coming times. So there may be some variations in the firm loss and in the short term as well as in the long run. So whatever we predict regarding the future, it may not be occurred in the coming times. Next topic is captive insurance company. The basically the meaning of this is wholly owned subsidiary created to provide insurance to its non-insurance parent company or companies. Captives are essentially a form of self-insurance whereby the insurer is owned wholly or by the insured. They are typically established to meet the unique risk management needs of the owners or members. Additionally, they provide potentially significant tax advantages which can prove integral or to longevity and self-insurance. They can't buy anything from the another one. This is a parent company. That company is own handle the business by itself, and they're typically the main motive of this company is they know how to manage the risk in the company. Basically the owners and those people who are a member of this company, they can manage the risk in this organization. Additionally, apart from that, they also provide significant tax benefits to the numerous company which come under this company. So it is a real this company may be most profitable company. So that is captive insurance companies. The next is captive insurance. First we study the meaning of captive. Now we come to know about the captive insurance. Captive insurance usually is provided by a company that is formed primarily to cover the assets and risk of parent company or companies, but they cover the risk with the help of its parent company. Captive insurance essentially is in-house insurance company with a limited purpose. This company has limit purpose and it is not available to the general public. Means general public cannot directly contact with this company. It is an alternative form of risk management, so that is becoming it is more practical and more popular, through which companies can protect themselves financially, which most individuals they can't buy money from the clients from the another one. They can manage it by itself. So these kind of company are very practical and very popular in the business. Next, we study there are some types of captive insurance. First, single parent captive. Under this is an insurance or reinsurance company is formed simply to insure a risk of a parent company or its affiliates which are not insurance company. First, they have information about the uh, uh, already about the how what kind of risk they have to face, and basically they get information from their owner owner of the company. Next is associated captive. It is an insurance company which is formed and owned by industry, trade, or service group strictly for the benefits of its members. Means those people who are joined this company, they will get benefit from this insurance company. Next, captive. It is owned by a group of companies and provides the captive insurance company for a shared insurance need. Means in this term, there are many companies which come together and which share the funds which take insurance policy from the main company. In this way, they can share the insurance because they need insurance to run their business. That is group active. Next is agency captive. An agency captive is a reinsurance company owned by a separate insurance company to retain their clients' risk. The main motive of this company is they have to solve the client's risk. What kind of client risk face, and they have to solve the problem of the clients. Rent a captive. It provides a benefit of captive insurance company for a fee to small company which may not have the resources to form their own captive insurance company. This type of captive insurance company, basically they buy resources from the another company to run their company, to run a small business. There are some advantages of captive insurance company. First, economical to cover certain business. The main motive first they can face so many problems. Sometimes they cannot purchase the resources and they cannot contact with the commercial insurance companies to run their business. So these kind of companies manage they can manage the risk and solve that kind of problem by itself. Second is more coverage. Insurance can be obtained through the international reinsurance market at a more favorable premium with higher limits of coverage. If they have connected with the international reinsurance market, then in this way they can easily uh, cover the losses with the higher limits of coverage. They can easily cover the huge losses. Tax deductible. Sometimes premium paid to be a captive insurance company and deductible as a business expense for tax purposes according to the Internal Revenue Services. Some set aside a self insurance program deductible as a business means for some time they have to buy some kind of insurance from the insurance company. So with the help of these company, they will get numerous benefit. They do not need to pay to actual tax whatever the government. So in this way, they can save some amount from the taxes. Next one is flexibility. Captive insurance is more flexible than traditional insurance because the company can adjust the proportion of assumption of risk or amount of reinsurance depending how soft or hard to the market. Again, it depends upon the business, how your business will be running, how your company will be running in the market. So the company can adjust risk accordingly, according to the situation. Sometimes your premiums are low. Premiums tend to be low simply because with commercial insurance, premiums are padded to cover the insurance company on profit margins and overhead costs. Means sometimes our premiums will be low with the help of commercial insurance. We can easily cover the company's own profit as well as overhead cost. But with captive insurance, companies are not attempting to make a profit, but simply to provide themselves with low cost insurance coverage. But captive insurance company cannot make a huge profit because their premiums are lower. So they can simply just cover from the loss with the few cost. There are some disadvantages of captive insurance company. First, internal administrative cost. Establishing a captive insurance company requires time and resources of relative person. Means when any one person want to establish company, they need some resources and they have proper information about the insurance company. Second is for potential inadequate loss reserves. When actual resources exceed initially expected levels, captive insurance company might need additional funds to be allocated. Again, I will explain you with the help of example. If we have to face a loss around 30,000, but we have only save amount 10,000, means what we expect only the loss of rupees 10,000, but we face loss 30,000. So our limits will be exceed. So it is very difficult for the company manager how they can cover that loss. So in this way, they can't suffer the loss, and they will the position of the business will be adverse. Next, taxation. Internal Revenue Services has progressively implemented stringent tax policies over time that have reduced much of the tax benefits originally provided by captive owners. Basically, the IRS, whatever the service, IRS service has implemented basically in these kind of business, but in this concept policy, there are some strict policies, and every time after some few months or few months or few this policies may be changed. So in with the help of these policy, the tax will be reduced. Basically, this benefit taken by the captive owners, those people who are owners of this company. Next is additional management. A captive arrangement requires additional time and resources for the entity to manage. Because when a person start any kind of company, they want some extra time, they want resources so that they can easily manage the firm, which contribute to cost. Because if they spend some time, then they will generate property. The entity may need to bring on additional personnel to manage day-to-day operation. So it is mandatory for the every owner or every member of the organization. They have to manage the day-to-day operation with the effective or systematic way. Quality of services. When choosing captive insurance, an entity may not have the expertise in selecting third party services provides, or may choose discounted providers as a way to save money. So as a result, it may receive inconsistent services in return. Sometimes when we start a person and when we hire another one person like third party person or expert person, maybe may we will choose a not a right person for the work. So in this way, whatever we have to investment in this company, maybe we will not get in return actually what we want. Thank you.